Hello, ladies and gents. Welcome to episode 7 of the MMA Commonwealth Connection. So let's just start off. I don't know if you've seen it or not, but we're finally getting the long-awaited grudge match between Quinton Rampage Jackson and Titties.
You know,
Finally
I am
happening.
I'm aware of the whole titties thing, but I don't think I know enough of the context as I feel like I should for this. But I'm aware of the overall situation and I've seen what's happening. But maybe if you can enlighten me a little bit on the backstory and history of this.
So pretty much, Rampage Jackson just bullied this poor cunt on on the Ultimate Fighter, who was on Team fucking Evans. He literally just bullied this poor fucker. Like literally every episode, just out of all of the fighters, he singled out this one guy, and just because he was a bit overweight, obviously he's a heavyweight, he decided to keep calling him titties. And this guy actually, he wasn't taking it. Daryl Scoutcher is no punk. He would fucking argue back, and he actually got in Rampage's face and said, "I'm coming down to 205 to whoop your ass."
Jesus, yeah. My tough knowledge kind of stops at like the Rousey Tate season. That's as far back as I've got my rewatches, so I need to catch up on
Yeah,
that to
I'd
understand the full history
recommend
of it.
watching this season. It's got Brendan Schaub, it's got Kimbo Slice, and it has Roy Nelson on it.
Yeah, I'm very aware of that season with the whole fucking, is that one with ripping the door off the hinges and shit like that as well?
Yeah. You should. It's definitely if you get some time, you should rewatch it.
That's one of my.
Before the grudge match happens.
I'm trying to rewatch them in like a reverse chronological order, so I think I should get to that one decently soon. But we'll see. I'm still on fucking BJ Penn versus Frank Edgar. I think's one I'm right now. So.
Oh yeah, I rewatched the whole season of Bisping versus Henderson. I was expecting fucking Bisping to be a lot ruder than he was, like, because Henderson, you know how he like fucking said that he did that whole like Superman hammer fist to Bisping because he talked so much. Bisping wasn't even that bad. I was expecting Bisping to be like a massive cunt to him the whole fucking like season, but he was actually really respectful to Henderson. But
yeah, I think Bisping was a bit worse than the Mayhem Miller season. I think is
yeah,
what the season was. Yeah.
I felt bad for what the fuck's that guy's name? The guy who went to the welterweight final. He was for Team Henderson. I forgot what his name is, but Bisping like sprayed water in his face.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I know you're talking about. I don't know the guy's name though, but I know the video you're talking about.
It's because, and it wasn't even him who said it, but one of Henderson's guys said to Bisping, "You're as white as a fucking band-aid." And because he thought it was the black guy, but it wasn't, he sprayed the water and he said that's for making a racist comment. Buddy.
I mean, fair play. If obviously it's a white guy, and it's a bit different, but.
It was a white guy though.
Yeah, I thought. Well, you got to get into Bisping's potential history of the area that he's from and stuff he might have got up to, but Bisping's, I don't know where I'm going with this, to be honest, but just leave it at that, maybe.
But yeah, going back to the Titties thing. So Titties hasn't fought since 2015. He said he would only come back if he would fight Rampage Jackson. So I guess he's getting his wish. But he hasn't fought since 2015, and the last time Rampage Jackson fought, he was like really obese against fucking Fedor, and he got knocked out. So
sounds like a Bellator co-main in the making, if you ask me.
Oh, I wish it's with the UFL.
Oh, what the one where they're doing all the nations and that. Oh no, that's the other one. I'm thinking there's the one that's like doing the whole fucking MMA World Cup basically. And then is the UFL the one that had like fucking Casey Neal's boyfriend in the main event? The fucking
Yeah, I think so. Or that might be Freedom Fighters. I don't know if Freedom Fighters and UFL are the same ones. I can't remember. Maybe they did a name change or something. But
is it with Ty Guerrero or some shit like that? And then he rematched the guy that he was battering and got flatline killed by, and they rematched him and beat him.
Yeah, but what's it called? UFL is the one with healthcare and everything, and it also had Rampage Jackson's son debut. He was meant to be like the face of the company, but then he fucking.
Yeah. So a lot of UFC fighters in that card as well, and there was like a lot of like notable names as well.
I think Tito Ortiz is going to make his return on that card. I'm very fucking certain of it because I know Tito Ortiz is going to fight again.
MMA Guru put me on the fucking what is it called, Pantheon level of whatever the fuck it is, Pantheon level unself-awareness, whatever it is, and it's the entire channel just like MMA clips, and half of them are Tito Ortiz. The one where have you seen the one where he's cutting onions?
No.
Tito Ortiz is I don't know. It looks like a fucking like a little live stream or something. He's in his kitchen on the worktop and he's cutting onions and he's cutting them in the most spastic way possible. And he's cutting them with his finger right there. And he cuts his finger open, doesn't acknowledge it, and the onions that he's got to feed his family I just have blood stains all over them, smeared on them. You can just see the dried blood on the onions. He's putting it at the camera, and one of his fingers is just bleeding the entire time because he's literally holding it and chopping it like that right in his finger. And they're just soaking his own blood. He's got to feed it to his family. So fucking funny.
I think my favorite Tito Ortiz fucking quote is I want to outlive my children.
Oh yeah, and then with Chuck Liddell there, and he just look at him like, this guy's fucking so brain damaged. It's not even real.
Or my favorite one is him saying, "Oh, I forget how he words it. He's like, I've never disappointed my fan. Like something. He was like, I always disappoint my fans, and I'm gonna start now, or I'm not gonna start now. I don't know. The way he worded it, so spasticated.
Yeah. Tito's always got the right idea what he's saying, and just never words it properly. That's the thing.
I don't even know if it's like a whole CTE thing, because he even when he was in his fucking prime, he was still pretty fucking like, I don't know, maybe he has a stutter or something. I'm sure a lot of it is brain damage, but even his trash talk when he was like a fucking prime young man was pretty bad. Like he got fucking owned by fucking 47-year-old Randy Couture.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it was. I think he's just not the brightest guy in general, and obviously the career of fucking head trauma is not going to help it at all. But yeah, like he always seems like you can always have an idea what Tito's going for, and you always kind of get where he's coming from, but he never gets quite there with it. He's always a little bit off. He's always kind of seems like he just never plans something out. It's like you got an idea, like the juice box thing. He's like, I got an idea for it, and then he just never plans it out and just does it on the spot. And he's just a bit too thick.
I was about to mention that. It's funny where we're talking about this because literally before we started this broadcast, I was just watching Tito Ortiz fucking videos, just watching the fucking cunt talk. It's like, Jesus Christ, Tito Ortiz. He was meant to rematch Chael Sonnen in like Freedom Fighters or some shit.
Yeah. I don't know what he's been doing. The full fucking the Golden Boy thing where he had the Chuck Liddell fight again. And that was fucking the co-main event. That was fucking Deron Wynn versus Tom Lawler or something like that.
I might sound like a fucking weirdo for this, but I want Golden Boy to run another event. I need it. I need a fucking another Golden Boy event just for the shits and gigs. It was so bad last time. It'd be so funny to watch. Just for the shits and giggles. Are we suggesting we get Mike Jackson on that card then, Mr. Shits and Giggles himself? He could be the face of it. I was more thinking they should do like fucking Dan Henderson, bring him back versus Tito Ortiz, something crazy like that. Some real old man. Dan Henderson versus Chuck Liddell. Let's run it. Or we could do like kind of not forgotten about, but like less known MMA gyms of the past. We can do like Team Quest versus like Jackson Wink as like a fucking showdown. Like the MMA gyms of old go at each other, and it's like Sam Alvey and Dan Henderson versus fucking Modestas Bukauskas and John Jones. I know Modestas trains in the UK now, but he did a bit of work at Jackson Wink, I think. Oh, really? I had no clue. Yeah, Modestas went over to Jackson Wink for a bit, and he was training with John Jones for quite a bit, but now he trains with Will Curry and shit in the UK. So. I'm making a video soon. Have you heard of the MMA fighter Jose Landi? Before getting that, quite last year, there was another guy. Who was the UK guy that was really fucking shit? The English guy, and he lost like Kyler Phillips, Cameron Else. I think he was I think he's a Jackson Wink gang as well. Cameron Else. He's got a W over Paddy the Baddy. Yeah, he does. Yeah, it was his first loss. Yeah, he was meant to fight Nathan Fletcher on Cage Wars, but he pulled out. But yeah, I think he was a Jackson Wink guy. But anyway, what were you saying again? Yeah, have you heard of a fighter called Jose Landi? I don't think so. No. Pele. No, I don't think so. Doesn't ring a bell. So I'm making a video about him soon. So he's literally he was literally Anderson Silva before Anderson Silva. He was the head guy at Shootbox for a few years, but he actually beat Pat Miletich while he was UFC champion because you know how fighters could fight in other promotions and all that. And he knocked out fucking Matt Hughes with a knee, like prime Matt Hughes. Fucking yeah. Okay. Has like the craziest career, and he beat Anderson Silva twice in Muay Thai. I'd never heard of him. I went through I went through Matt Hughes' record, and I seen this knee KO to some Brazilian guy. I just went through and watched his fights, and this guy was like fucking really fun. He was like a welterweight Anderson Silva. Yeah, can't seem familiar with the game, but I'll have to look him up. It's like, do you remember on the Adesanya Silva card where they got the black guy to fight Lando Venata just because it looked like Adesanya?
Marcos Mariano or some shit like that. He just looked like Adesanya, so he looked like Anderson Silva, so he just got up to fight Lando Venat in the fucking co-main event. Just pointless.
That guy was fucking massive for lightweight. I don't know how that guy made lightweight.
Yeah, I don't know. I was a weird. That was one of the. Looking back at it, I know the main event got scrapped with Whitaker and Gaston, but that is a terrible pay-per-view, by the way. You look at that fucking card, that is a stinker of a card.
That guy also had like a horrible record. I'm pretty sure that guy's record was like 9-5 or something crazy like that. Maybe not even that. Wait, let me go through Lando Veneta's record. Actually, wait, he was UFC 230 something, wasn't it?
Maybe 234 maybe. Because remember the one that was cancelled, it was like Cejudo Dillashaw, and they cancelled it, and that event just never happened. And then it had the next one, I think in February of that year.
Oh my god, he was 6-6.
But I said that they only had him because he looked like Anderson Silva, and he wore the fucking yellow shorts as well.
He lost to fucking Claudio Pucelas.
Corey yeah.
Oh, he's not fighting. It's so weird. I don't know how this guy makes lightweight. He's 6'1" with a fucking 76-inch reach.
Yeah. I don't know if I remember, but that's fight is Lando beating him and Lando doing the fucking Aussie chant after it, and he was just buzzing for it. Lando was so happy to do it.
Fight, he was actually giving Lando a fight before it went to the ground though. Because I really watched that fight. The guy had nice striking, but he had no ground game at all.
He got the genetics to be a good striker. You know what I mean? Literally lab built to resemble a good striker, but I think he got converted or something.
I love Anderson Silva like copycat fighters though. Like I don't know, it's a cool genre of fighter. I don't know, it's weird. There's so many like. I don't know. There's so many fighters, especially from Brazil, who like try and replicate Anderson Silva's style.
Vinicius Salvador, remember that fight? Who was the fight he had where he just wouldn't fucking? Was it fucking? It wasn't Vergara. It was on before that. He fought someone.
Shannon Ross?
He fought someone on the Sandhagen versus Vera card, I think.
He fought Vergara, didn't he? No, not Vergara.
Vergara was the recent one. There was one in between that. It might have been Altamirano, and he just did not.
It was Altamirano. That's it.
He was doing, and then Vergara on that same card fought De Silva. That's what I'm thinking. Okay, Daniel Lacerda. But yeah, and he was just doing all the Silva shit and just wasn't throwing a fucking punch basically.
Did you see Dana White compare that Carlos Prates guy on Dana White Contender Series to a welterweight Anderson Silva?
Yeah, when he was hyping on him to sign him at the end. Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think about that guy? What do you think his potential is, Prates?
He's all right, but I don't know. I mean, the guy he was fighting was like decent. He was okay, but I don't know. I don't know if they can see these guys because MMA Guru said something recently that really stuck with me. That it's the guys you never expect to get to the top of the sport, especially from like lightweight and above. It seems like that's constantly happening. The guys who you just don't think have a chance, it's like Strickland, Bilal Muhammad. These guys are fucking going in big win streaks. Doesn't make any sense. Like, so I don't know how to take these guys for contender series. Like, it will end up being Kyle Machado's got to be heavyweight champion in the next 5 years. Do you know what I mean? So I don't know. Honestly,
God, we're gonna see Kyle Machado clinch his way to victory against fucking John Jones.
Probably fucking so. Let's be honest. Probably so.
Fucking imagine Kyle Machado just beating the shit out of Sergey Pavlovich. Just KOs him in the first round.
Did you see that they brought up that the Aspinall Pavlovich fight was meant to happen the 2 years ago, yesterday?
Yeah.
Because that time period when Pavlovich didn't fight from like late 2019 till the Schmiel fight, he was meant to fight Gann and Aspinall and fucking Tanner Bozer as well, like Brandon Lemmler. And a bunch of cancelled fights before he came back.
I know. I'm glad that Aspinall fight didn't happen though.
It's good that none, because he was meant to fight Gann as well. It's good that none of them fights happened. Do you know what I mean? Because that would really affect the three of them where they are now. But the fact that none of those three have fought each other, that leaves open a lot of cool fights going forward, especially after Jones and Stipe retire.
I didn't like that Gann didn't do like that face-off with Aspinall. He turned down a face-off, which was a bit annoying.
I agree. As a fan, it's bad. But at the same time, kind of fucking based. Didn't want his moment getting ruined.
Yeah.
It's kind of not the fact that he was getting his house fucking robbed at the time was a bit sad. But
oh yeah, I've seen that fucking poor guy.
Someone said Spivak had a fucking earpiece in, just getting battered. He's like, Spivak, we've got the TV. We're left in the TV right now. Just staying there a bit longer. And he's just that keeps the cage.
That was honestly my worst prediction. I can't believe I picked fucking Sergey Spivak to beat Gann, man.
Well, Gann's my guy. Gann's my guy, man.
Waking up, I literally fell asleep during the card. I woke up to just seeing fucking Garn being interviewed. Like, literally woke up and like, what the fuck happened here? I go look at the UFC stats. I see 110 significant strikes to 10.
Yeah, that was funny, man. The fucking do you know who has number 1 on the strike differential? And heavyweight, Tim Sylvia. Yeah,
Man, me and my mate. Shout out to my mate Steve-O. I doubt he watches this, but he has like a deep hatred for Tim Sylvia. And there used to be this girl we didn't like, and I put like a poll on my fucking Instagram story asking me questions, and he asked me, who do you like more, this girl? And the other one was Tim Sylvia.
Yeah, it was fucking Harry Hardwick messaged me on Instagram. He was wondering if it was Cain Velasquez that had the number 1. I was like, no, mate, it's Tim Sylvia. And he said, I fucking forgot he existed. So
Tim Sylvia is like fucking in Power Slap, not the Dana White.
Yeah,
Power Slap. He fights in some Power Slap organizations. I've
seen that as well.
What a sad fucking... It's sad, man. I like seeing all these like fucking fighters like come back for bare knuckle and come back for slap and like... What do you think about Power Slap? I've never actually watched it. I
actually a bit of a self-admittance here. I watched like the first 2 episodes when they did like, you know how when they first introduced it, they did like a kind of tough season type thing with like the house and everything. I watched like the first 2 episodes of that, but ever since then I actually have went out my way to watch it in the morning after. I don't stay up for Power Slap, but in the morning I go up and Rumble and I just skim through it and just watch all the KOs. But
yeah, I don't know. I wanted to watch it, but I don't know if it's something I can get into because it's like...
Yeah, there's like a Power Slap fan base, like people who have like fan accounts like the Power Slap guys, which is funny. But it is fucking retarded. It's so pointless. You do not get it is based on who wins a fucking coin toss. You don't get a chance to defend yourself if you lose.
That's what I don't like about it. Like it'd be like if there was like a punchies league where you got to punch each other in the arm, and I don't know, it'd be shit. Like there's no durability about it because you can't defend yourself. You can't really. I don't know. There's no skill towards it. I don't know. Maybe if I watched it, I'd enjoy it. I like most combat sports, but slap's not something I've been able to get behind. But maybe.
What I would suggest is, but rather than a coin toss, arm wrestle, something like that. You know what I mean? Have an arm wrestle. Winner of the arm wrestle gets the first slap. Something physical that you can determine the result of at least. You know what I mean? Something like that. Yeah, rather than the fucking coin flip, which is just like, am I getting KO'd or not? You know? So imagine if a UFC fight was up to a coin flip, the winner gets a fucking free flush head kick. It's not how it works, man. It's not a combat sport at that point. You know what I mean? But
did you see that guy who won a Power Slap fight? And he's like, I want O'Malley next. Give me O'Malley in the UFC. It's like...
Yeah, I've seen that. What I love about Power Slap is when they cut back. You know how in the UFC it's like, coming up next, it's so and so, and they're backstage like hitting pads. Because the Power Slap, they got the pad holder, they're just winding up the slab. It's like, fuck off! It does not make a difference.
Oh,
try and make it something against a sport.
What was that fucking? I didn't see it, but didn't they try and like hype up that fat guy who fought like Thomas Peterson with like some badass music playing while he like hung out?
I sent it to MMA Guru. It's fucking. It's Thomas Peterson that go on the camera because they trying to go blam, and he's just fucking morbidly obese shadowboxing. I'm trying to crawl. Blam, the fucking bass drop for fucking Inception hits out of nowhere, and he's just sagging over the place.
That guy, man, is like horribly obese. Like I don't want to just.
Yeah.
Like I know he's a fucking heavyweight and he's not a UFC fighter. He's an MMA fighter, but fuck me, man. Like, surely you can lose a bit of weight, like.
Yeah, it's a bit sad, but Jordan Heiderman's a pretty okay heavyweight. Like he's not terrible. He's an okay outside the UFC heavyweight. He almost got fucking finished by him by a fucking spinning back kick. I don't know how that happened, but the fucking boy Peterson came through. I don't know if I told you about this. I've got like an unofficial project coming up now. It's 4 fighters across 4 months. The 4 pro fighters that I've interviewed are fighting month to month, back to back to back to back. So I had Peterson won. Then this month we've got Matt Bonner. October, we've got Sam Creasy. November, we've got CLD. We've got all 4 of the pro fighters I interviewed are fighting all back-to-back in each other months. So we're 1-0 so far. So we'll see if we can keep it up going into November. So I'm excited for that.
The Jamal clean sweep.
That's what we're going for. And, as well, with Peterson winning, that means 2 out of the 4 fighters that I've interviewed I've got signed to the UFC within a year of being interviewed by me. I'm saying that's a good luck charm. If anything, that's what that is, man. So... If you want some good luck in MMA career, come on the channel and can sort something out. That's what I'm saying.
That's how I felt when the guys I had all the fighters I took photos with, they literally went 12-0. But then Kleber lost and now Cledson Rodriguez lost. So
it's the next fight that counts. Let's be real. It's the next fight that counts. That's what I say. Every fight I've interviewed has won the next fight apart from one. So I still good record as well there for me. It's the next fight that really matters. Luck can only last for so long.
Yeah, exactly. But still, the blessings keep on coming. I went viral again, which is my Instagram literally won't stop buzzing. Every time I fucking check my Instagram, I have, like, even right now, everyone keeps going back and liking all my photos and all my old photos and clips and shit like that. And I had some guy comment on my Instagram, "Is this the real Ben P?" It's like, well, yes. You went through my Instagram, mate.
Is this the real Ben P? That's when you know you're getting famous, man. You're getting people asking for the fucking fake account, is it not? Come on.
Well, I had people fucking pretending to be me in the comments of like TikTok. It's like, what the fuck are you doing?
I mean, comes with man. Go take it's a bit of a compliment, you know what I mean? When people start pretending to be you, then you must be doing something right.
Yeah, exactly. But fucking hell, I hope Jack Jenkins wins this weekend.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Do you want to do top to bottom picks for the Sunday card?
Yeah, of course.
Right, do I start with I want to start with the prelims. I think that's better. I feel like a lot of channels start with the main event, which never really got. I'm actually start with the prelims and work our way up.
Yeah. So we start with Kevin Doucet versus Kiefer Crosby. I thought his name was fucking Kieran. I called him Kieran Crosby in a bunch of videos, and then I realized his name was Kiefer. I was like, what the fuck? So Kiefer Crosby making his fucking UFC debut, coming off a win off fucking Kingpin Boxing against Aaron Chalmers.
Yeah. Prove me wrong.
The statement I've ever made. Like somebody coming off, it'd be like someone coming off Misfits Boxing to making their UFC debut.
Yeah. I mean, they fucking when he beat Alex Oliveira, I know the Irish MMA fans are saying getting to the UFC. I was like, that is not happening. Prove me wrong, I guess, in that point. But see if he can prove me wrong again. I'm obviously picking is it Doucet or Doucet because he's French, isn't it? So I'm trying out.
I think it's all the eternal commentators and everything call him Doucet, so I just call him Doucet.
Doucet. I've got Kevin Doucet to one. He's legitimately fucking pretty good. And Kiefer Crosby's legitimately pretty fucking not good. He's not got a good record, man.
I went through his record.
Not
he fucking did not have a good career in Bellator. So I don't know. It's weird that a Bellator, like I'm not, I hate to shit on the guy, but it's weird that a Bellator reject is like in the UFC. Like if this guy goes on to have success, then that's really going to make the UFC look really bad. So they have to give this guy like horrible matchmaking or something because it's going to make the UFC look horrible if fucking this guy goes. Like imagine if we get fucking Kiefer Crosby versus like fucking Ian Gary for the UFC championship in a few years in Dublin. Not saying that will happen, but fucking could you imagine?
Well, it's a bit of a rough time for the Irish MMA fans because they had two of the fucking champions, Cage Warriors, Rhys McKee and Caelan Loughran just lose. And like those were like if I picked them both to lose, I picked McKee and Loughran to lose, but I'm a fan of both those guys. They had the better chances.
I'm a fan of Loughran's fucking personality, man. Like fucking, I love that he fucking flipped off the crowd and everything. Coming out to no music was such a badass fucking thing to do. Like, I'm a fan of the guy's personality, but
Loughran's cool, man.
Was like fucking horrible for him, like especially on short notice, but.
Yeah, Taylor Lapilus is legitimately fucking good. He's been like finishing undefeated guys easily. The last guy he fought was 11-0. He fucking schooled them. Finished Nate Maness, who fucking Umar couldn't do. Like Taylor Lapilus is legit fucking good, and he fought him on short notice. I know obviously it was short notice for both of them because they mixed it together. But Loughran fucking held his own. I picked him to lose. I think he would make it as close as it was. Like there was an argument for maybe even winning that fight, but same thing with Rhys McKee. I don't think there's an argument for him winning. I don't know how the fucking judge gave the fucking last round to Ange Lusa, but Lusa's fucking good as well. Lusa's really solid. Underrated.
Yeah. Lusa's a fucking beast and Rhys McKee almost got him out of there in that third round. I felt fucking bad for Caelan Loughran though. Everyone's shitting on him and saying he's shit, but like Taylor Lapierre is a fucking good fighter. So I actually reckon he has a decent ceiling still. Like short notice, you can't take too much, and Taylor Lapierre is a good fighter. So.
As a Cage Warriors fan, it's pretty fucking baffling that the only guy to win the card was fucking Morgan Shari. And maybe it's because the fucking guy they signed was literally only signed to lose to him. But like Shari's good, but he ain't like he's like the fourth best featherweight in Cage Warriors.
Yeah, It sort of annoys me a little bit that fucking Paul Hughes isn't in the UFC, but fucking Morgan Charriere is like, I don't know. It's weird to me, but he looked good. I like his fucking hair. He literally looks like fucking Little Yachty. I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah,
No,
he's
he's cool. Look to him. He's got the fucking gorilla tattoo with the bucket hat. I've always said this. Like, they should let him walk out how in Cage Wars with the pirate flag and the fucking skull mask. That was cool as fuck. One of the coolest. Sorry, can I say quickly? One of the coolest events in MMA was him versus Paul Hughes, and they had the two balconies. One French fan, one Irish fan, and the fucking flags and everything draped over. That was the coolest fucking thing ever. The two roaring balconies and a little small. I think it was York Hall. Hughes with Charity, and they went to fucking war for 5 rounds. Had the fucking Irish fans and the French fans draping the flags over. It was so cool looking. Yeah, that was a sick atmosphere for that fight. I wish I was there for that. It was good.
That does sound sick. Yeah, no, I was just gonna say, like, even though I don't know his ceiling, I don't know if he has the highest ceiling, but they need to add him to like the UFC game because I reckon he'd be a real playable fucking character just because of his hair and his fucking style. Like, I don't know, it'd be cool to have like someone with that fucking like hairstyle and everything. He literally looks like a SoundCloud rapper. He looks like fucking Dumas. He looks like a SoundCloud rapper, but fucking Morgan Charriere looks like a mainstream fucking SoundCloud rapper. Like, if somebody told you Morgan Charriere was a SoundCloud rapper, you'd literally fucking believe them.
Well, that's why there was a point. I think there was a point when he wasn't even the champion. He had the most followers of any Cage Wars fighters because he's in a bunch of French rappers' music videos and stuff. He's in that scene. He's got a lot of fans in that scene. That's why he's so popular for that reason.
Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Hey, he has a win. He has a win over William Gomez. So
he does. He finished him as well. Heel hook. But yeah, I always think that he's older than he is. He's actually quite young, Shady. He's not got the prettiest. He's 27, 20 exactly. He's not got the prettiest record, which is nothing there about it now. But I don't think he's like top 15 level. But like he's okay. Like I've known Shady for a while because of Cage Wars. Like he's good. He's not a bad fighter at all. Like I actually kind of think
I like his style. I like the way he was mixing in them body kicks.
Yeah, he's like solid. But we'll see how he goes. I hope he proves me wrong because I like the Cage Wars guys. I'm always going to do it for them no matter what. But yeah, I'm not against him or anything. Like I don't know how well he fits in the UFC at this point.
Yeah, no, I do agree. I don't see him being ranked level or anything, but with the right match, mate.
Hope he proves me wrong. I'll be willing to sit here. I will not be upset if Morgan Charriere turns out to be really good at all. Will not be upset.
Hey, like you say, it's the ones you least fucking expect. We might be in 2 years' time. We could be talking about Morgan Charriere versus fucking Alexander Volkanovski for the featherweight championship in Paris.
It would be the most fucking MMA thing possible, but. Anyway, what were we talking about? Kiefer Crosby versus Kevin Gisette, I think. I'm picking Kevin Gisette.
We completely branched off to talking about the Paris guy. Wait, actually, one thing I want to say. What did you think of that William Gomez stoppage?
I think it's quite embarrassing to MMA that the guys we trust on commentary cannot tell what hits the cup and what doesn't, because it always hits the cup, and they always seem to just ignore that. It's happened like 3 times in the past 3 months. But it clearly hits the cup and the commentators go, that's the body kick. Like, it fucking clearly does hit the cup. I don't know how you can miss that. I know. Upon multiple slow motion action replays, how you can miss it. That's what it is, though. But yeah.
That was fucking so bad. But that was quite clearly a fucking shot to the fucking knackers. Like, I don't know, fucking horrible. I feel really bad for that. Was his name Gamari? I think that was... Yanis
Gamuri.
Gamuri. Yeah, I feel fucking bad for him. I hope it gets overturned, but I doubt it does. But William Gomez might be like, I don't want to just shit on the guy, but he might be one of the worst 3-0 UFC fighters I've ever seen.
Right. I've been thinking that last. I remember when he fought in Cage Wars against Harilla. He looked good there. I was like, he's kind of good. And he made his debut, and I was like, and then made his second fight. I was like, he won, but and then this fight, I was like, how the fuck? This guy's 3-0 in the UFC, but Harlot can't get in. Like, how the fuck does this not make any sense?
Like, I don't know. It's weird that he's 3-0 because I don't even know if I see him as like I don't know if I see him as UFC level. Like, I'm sure he is, but from his performances, the way he's like making every fight close,
his wins aren't the best. Like we've since learned. Yeah, we've since learned that Francis Marshall wasn't quite who we thought he was when he beat Rojo, and we've since learned that John Owens is maybe a bit too young, and even this point should be in the UFC himself. Like let's be honest, Aarons and Gomez got signed so they could fight each other, like on that Paris card.
Yeah, it's I don't know. I just can't believe he's 3-0. If he gets another win, he's like a fight away from a ranked fighter. It's weird, like.
Oh yeah. Well, before we go back to Sydney, one thing I meant to mention about Paris as well. You know that Unfiltered podcast like Matt Serra does on Fight Pass and shit?
Yeah.
They had Lochran on, and they got him on. And they got him to say his name, and he explained that it's kale, as in the food kale, Kalen Lochran. And then at the end of the podcast, Matt Serra's like that. All right, Kalen, we're gonna end this year, and he's like, that's close enough. Yeah, he's like, that's your risk you're gonna get on me, Kalen Lochran. Americans refuse to say names properly, even if you explain it to them exactly how they say it. They just revert back to it and refuse to change the way they say it.
Apparently, I didn't see it myself, but apparently, Kalen Lochran was like beefing with Bilal Muhammad.
Yeah, he was. So Bilal Muhammad followed him on Twitter and he said, "Guess who? I'm not following back." And then and Bilal said, "I thought you were Callum Walsh," which was just the shittest reply ever. And then Bilal Muhammad, with the most hypocrisy thing he could ever have said, when Lochran lost, they said, "You're just a little goblin." Like Bilal Muhammad's going to call anyone an ugly goblin. Like, you've got no leg to stand on. But it was phenomenal.
I can't believe a bantamweight is fucking beefing with a fucking like top 5 welterweight. That's fucking weird.
I cannot believe Bilal Muhammad's like a fucking 9-fight unbeaten streak. Makes no fucking sense.
I remember seeing a tweet from Bilal Muhammad like 5 or 6 years ago, and it was like, "Guess who beats Colby Covington?" And it was him. He was like a raised hand emoji, and all the comments were like, "You're an unranked bum. You'll never fight Colby." Now he's literally top 5. It's like fucking. I can't even hate on him. I gotta respect it. Like he fucking grinded his way to the top. Literally grinded his way to the top.
You look at Bilal Muhammad's one of them guys, so it doesn't quite compute. Look at Bilal and see Bilal's on the analyst desk here. Bilal's doing the pre-fight things. Like that's kind of random. And then you think, oh, he's literally top 3. you cannot have to respect it in a way. Like he's fucking shithoused his way to get to the top of the division, and he's done it. And he's like, he went from barely getting past Diego Lima to beating Sean Brady and Wonderboy and Damon Maya and Vicente Luque. Like he's done it. Fair play to him, but it's just objectively very funny that Bilal Muhammad's top 3 in the world.
Yeah, I remember he beat Diego Lima, and then literally the next fight, Diego Lima got flatline KO'd by like 45-year-old fucking Matt Brown. And everyone shat on Bilal Muhammad saying, "You couldn't finish this bum, but a fucking 50-year-old Matt Brown could."
Yeah, Diego Lima, notoriously not the best chin in the world. And Bilal Muhammad kind of went tooth and nail with him in the striking. But anyway, right, hold on. We need to go back to this fucking syndicate. We were like 1 fight down before we went. Anyway,
I got Kevin Dusait beating Kiefer Crosby probably by decision or late stoppage.
I might have I'm thinking body shot TKO. But yeah, I've got Kevin Dusait as well. No surprise though.
I don't know if I sent it to you, but you probably heard it in Guru's video. But literally, Dusait beat the shit out of Adesanya in their last session.
They sent it to me that the fucking that he was working on him and he was just beating him up absolutely everywhere. Yeah, I thought it obviously does mean something, but the thing where that fucking Kevin Slavarsky guy was apparently ragdolling John Jones in training and he just fucking looked absolutely dog shit in Kenner series. So I don't know how much to take that thing into account anymore, but obviously it does mean something. So it's better than nothing. Kiefer Crosby's training with fucking Keane Cowley, so I don't know.
Oh my god.
I hope the Irish fans never discover this podcast. I'm getting absolutely tossed.
Most of my viewers are from the United States, luckily. But I did make an Irish video a couple days ago, and I got a lot of views on my Kalen Lochran videos. So maybe the Irish have found my channel off of them videos. I'm not quite sure. The French actually found my video. I got a bunch of. Well, I got one. I got a French comment on one of my Benoit Saint Denis videos. So. You got
the entire Fortis MMA coming at you as well.
Oh my god, that literally I had fucking Fortis MMA in my comments. I'm glad I made that fucking response to the haters fucking thing though. That video actually went that video did me so much that went so well for me. I literally got 1.3k views on that and 25 likes just for shitting on that guy's music.
Oh yeah, I remember watching it. It was fucking funny.
Man, his fucking... as soon as I seen that music video, a fucking light bulb popped up on my head. I'm like, I'm not taking shit from you, mate. Your fucking music fucking leaks.
Yeah, I need to get a watch, sorry. Yeah, I didn't fucking get my attention to that music video.
He was literally some, fucking southern guy as well. He was some fucking... I'm from Alabama, fucking... He's a rapper. He's a fucking Alabama fucking rapper, mate. He's like, fuck off, you inbred cunt.
Fucking Bryce Mitchell on my grandmother's grave. Me and my brother's a slave.
Oh no, Bryce Mitchell is the best rapper in the US.
Bro, Bryce Mitchell's kind of heat. The fact that the fact that he fought Andre Fili and they both make music and he makes better music than Andre Fili. You look at both of them. You look at Bryce Mitchell. Look at Andre Fili, who's gonna make better music. You'd say Andre Fili, I feel like, but I don't know. Bryce Mitchell's kind of heat. I'm not gonna lie.
Bryce Mitchell can do anything because he's illuminated by God, brother.
He's illuminated by God. Him and Charles Oliveira.
Bryce Mitchell's going on his fucking Charles Oliveira run. It's coming. I've seen a video. Apparently, Bryce Mitchell has not been training at all for Dan Ego, so that's something to look out for next week.
Yeah, someone told poor MMA Guru that he was on Bryce Mitchell's Instagram and checked it was a video of him playing with a pig in mud. Felt kind of bad for him.
Oh my god, we're gonna see fucking Dan Ige in the fucking top 5, aren't we?
I don't know, but how old's Dan Ige? No, wait, fucking fuck Dan Ige. I keep going back to the cynical and I keep fucking trailing off, man. My fucking autism does me in. I keep going
back. We get so distracted. All right, let's talk about Shane Young versus Gabriel Miranda.
Yeah, fuck that. Do you want to talk about Dan Ige for a minute? No. Shane Young. Do you know what? I'm actually picking Shane Young. I know he's an underdog. I'm actually picking Shane Young. Like, he's not great, but Gabriel Miranda, everyone's talking about, like, Benoit Saint-Denis is not a bad loss, but he's not got any good wins is the difference. Like, at least Shane Young could beat, like, Rolando Dai. Do you know what I mean? And Austin Arnett. Those are at least names in the UFC that existed. I'm actually picking Shane Young by decision.
Yeah, so I'm picking Miranda, but I did notice that he has no good wins, and I did notice that he's literally an organization that he fought in is like completely flagged by Tapology. Like, that's always a good sign. It's like what's the fucking promotion called? It's got like a badass name too, but it's literally a can crushing organization.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's literally the whole organization is fucking flagged, which is never a good look.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know about Shane Young. He's kind of old as well, but I'm
Face the Danger. That's it. It's called Face the Danger. It's literally flagged for fucking can crushing, which is bad because literally one of the fights is a 9-8 guy versus a 1-10 guy. So you know that the fucking matchmaking is pretty shit.
Yeah, I mean, it could take a decent beat against Saint-Denis, but I'm picking Shane Young I think he's just got a decent chance as a dog, and I think he might just put it. That might be his last fight, maybe. So he just puts it all out there and goes for it. So I'm going to take him. Decision.
Yeah, I'm going to take Miranda because I just think fucking Shane Young is probably done. Like, I don't really rate Blake Builder too highly, and Blake Builder like literally 30-27 did. And then Blake Builder went to get fucking masterclass by Kyle Nelson.
Yeah, I don't think either of them are like. And it's one of them fights where you could just see anything happening, and I feel like it's just a decent chance to pick the guy that's maybe a bit more experienced. But like, I don't like. Who knows what Ludovic Klein does to Gabriel Miranda? Do you know what I mean? But at least when it's like Shane Young, at least I know he could just lose to him solidly. At least I know what happens.
Gabriel Miranda's going to turn out to be fucking. Oh, who's that guy? There was one guy who was like notorious for can crushing, but then he came to the UFC, lost one fight, and then he just went on a bit of a run. I can't remember who the fuck it was, but maybe Miranda's going to go on a run afterwards, and then we're going to be the silly ones.
Well, yeah, I haven't picked fucking Shane Young. I'll definitely be silly. Who's that fucking? Was it Nadia Kassim or something like that? And her boyfriend fucking owned the promotion, just fed her cans, and she got absolutely battered on the UFC.
Yeah, I think her boyfriend was fucking the guy who fought Sadiq Youssef in Adelaide in the Tuivasa.
Suman Mokhtarian or something like that.
I think they might have been dating. I could be wrong on that.
He was on Tough, wasn't he? That's the like Bryce Mitchell and that Suman Mokhtarian with Tough and Bryce Mitchell and Katona and all that shit.
Yeah, I think so. He's like a promoter now, but I think he's making a comeback soon. Oh, sorry, this is like completely off topic, but fucking George Soparopoulos is having a boxing match in a couple of weeks.
Is it against anyone notable or just?
Just some like African guy. I don't know what his name is, but yeah, just popped up on my fucking Instagram, and I was like, oh, that's interesting. Because Soparopoulos is not known for his striking at all. So
no, I wouldn't last time he fucking fought was, but yeah. Yeah, I've got fucking Shane Young decision.
Yeah, I got Miranda. Probably, I think he will find the sub somehow. I don't know.
He's a jiu-jitsu guy, Phil.
Pun?
He's a jiu-jitsu guy. He's a grappler, Miranda. So he's got to win. Probably.
Shane Young does have good takedown defense, though, so I can understand why people are picking Shane Young. But
If he fucking just
Miranda's gonna get it done. I don't know.
If
Something
he
about Young.
storms across the cage with a fucking hacker though, it could instill some ancient fear in Miranda.
We're gonna watch Gabriel Miranda come out like fucking not below, like Benil Dariush against fucking Drakkar Close and like just KO him moving forward, just like fucking non-stop pressure and just KOs him.
Yeah, that's fucking we could see it, man. But next up is
We got the GOAT.
The man's back. He's back for redemption. He's coming for it.
Redemption against another grappler.
Yeah, I don't know what they were thinking with that. So it's a fucking Chuck Buffalo, Charles Radke versus Mike Blood Diamond Mateta.
They don't even call him Blood Diamond anymore. He's just Mike Diamond. Every fight, he's losing a nickname. He's just going to be Mike after this fight if he loses.
On Tapology, he's literally Blood Diamond. He's literally his nickname's Blood Diamond. His name's Blood Diamond. That's fucking not what I didn't know. But yeah, I don't know what you think the UFC would get my striker. You think that's the common logic? So I don't know why they've got my guy who's in grappling competitions and his last fight was a win against an undefeated guy by submission. I don't know what they're really thinking if they're actually just trying to get Blood Diamond to lose and get him out there. Because you think they'd be trying to get him a win. You think Izzy's vouching for him to try to do him like a favour, but I'm putting Charles Radke by submission in the first round.
Yeah, me too, mate. Me too. I feel bad for fucking Blood Diamond. I can't lie. Like his run has been fucking so bad for him, man. Like that Jeremiah Wells matchmaking was fucking horrible. I know it was short notice, but like fuck me, that was brutal matchmaking. Yeah,
some people thought he was going to win that, but I remember at the time thinking Wells is just a strong guy and trains with a lot of grapples and stuff. Trains with Sean Brady and Petrosky and stuff. So
I remember all the Kiwis in this Anzac group chat. I mean, all saying, like hyping up Blood Diamond, only for him to get fucking choked brutally, like out cold and fucking round by fucking Jeremiah Wells.
I mean, he could have had a chance when fucking Jeremiah Wells shedded in at the fucking cage and nearly fell over. That was he could have got something there, but no.
I don't know. The thing about Blood Diamond is like he looks fucking like he does not look like a big welterweight at all. Like I don't know why he doesn't move down. Like,
and even fucking salt in the wound, his fight with fucking Koski, however fucking say his name. The fight is literally the audio is fucking delayed in the fight. There's not even any point of watching it. Like the commentary and the fucking audio is completely delayed. So he'll throw a kick and the fucking audio will make it land 10 seconds later. Like it's just these entire career in the UFC should be a massive fucking slap in the face.
They're literally fucking trying to what's it called? No, what's that word? Like they're trying to literally delete him from fucking history. Like they're trying to remove him from history. He's being fucking replaced. Like he's getting fucking Chris Benoit. Like
yeah, I mean I don't know about that. Maybe.
Well, no, okay, well he's being Hulk Hogan. Do you remember when Hulk Hogan was like fucking completely eliminated from fucking WWE?
Yeah, after the racist thing that ended up.
Yeah, they're literally Blood Diamonds. Just then, soon in a few years' time, if you look Blood Diamond up on the fucking UFC Fight Pass, he's literally not going to come up. You're only going to be able to find him if you go through the prelims itself.
Yeah, I really hope Blood Diamond doesn't become the next fucking Chris Benoit. That'd be fucking. Hopefully not. Hopefully he gets a win.
I don't know if you've seen it, but on Tyson Pedro's podcast, Blood Diamond like convinced Tyson Pedro he was a child soldier in Zimbabwe.
Yeah, wasn't Themba Grimbo like fucking smuggling blood diamonds and shit? He was actually like in the fucking trenches in fucking Zimbabwe.
Yeah. Well, they're both Zimbabwean. Maybe.
Yeah, true.
Maybe we could get that matchup. Maybe the first Zimbabwean.
True. They're both welterweights. True. One needs to look at that fucking Kanye West song, fucking Diamonds from Sierra Leone. That'd be a fucking sick look at song for Blood Diamond. Don't know if they've done that yet.
They got to do that. We need to like if Blood Diamond somehow wins, we need to push for him versus Garimba.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, the Zimbabwean showcase.
Yeah, that would be an amazing fight for like a UFC South Africa or something like that. Get for UFC Africa, we need that matchup. That'd be beautiful.
100%. And then it's the ESPN prelims, right? The main prelims.
Yeah. But go back actually to get back onto that Blood Diamond fight. I have a weird feeling that Blood Diamond's going to put on his career best performance and somehow stuff all the takedowns and win. I don't know why. I just have a feeling Blood Diamond's going on his fucking Carlos Ulberg rise fucking now that he's gone through the losses. I don't know why. I don't think it's actually going to happen. I just have a weird feeling in my gut.
It's one of them things where the UFC does seem to get away with stuff, so it seems almost too sad if he would just get choked out again. Do you know what I mean? If either got completely dominated or just choked out in the first round again, it's either a bit sad. It seems like it's almost like the UFC does end up playing out like a movie sometimes. So this is the fight that he comes back and it's a fucking switch kick KO or some shit like that. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Then afterwards, The Rock is gonna fly to New Zealand and give him a house or some shit.
True. I think he's got. I don't think he's quite as unfortunate as poor Temba was when he got to the US, but maybe so.
Oh my god, the Rock thinks that it's fucking Garimba again. Oh my god.
Blood Diamond loses 3 in a row in the UFC to get he's homeless, and The Rock thinks Garimba's just wasted all of his money and fucked off to New Zealand. He's got to fly there and go, I just fucking gave you a house, mate. And Blood Diamond's looking, I'm like, what?
Oh my
yeah,
god.
brother, I've seen you come out here, you're training with Adesanya, you're still trying to work it, I'm going to give you another fucking house here in New Zealand.
But he actually gives it to Garimba instead of Blood Diamond.
Yeah. But gives
Zealand residence.
Gives Garimba a fucking holiday Airbnb in New Zealand. Blood Diamond's just, that is the thumbnail. I'm making the thumbnail something to do with that. I'm going to do something relevant to that. I'm going to do something like that.
It's just fucking, Blood Diamond being evicted and fucking Garimbo taking his house.
But I can see that finding its way back to Garimbo or some shit and him finding it funny or something. I can see it. Just so fucking random.
I like how we've only gone through 3 fights on this fucking card.
Yeah. What's the next one? It's Nasrat and Quinones, isn't it?
Oh my god! Don't even get me fucking started on that fight, man. That fight pisses me off, man. Like, they could have fucking honestly, they could have signed fucking Lee Hammond instead of Landon Quinones, or they could have signed Quillen Salkill after he got fucked over on the road to UFC. But no, we got fucking Landon Quinones. I don't want to keep shitting on the guy because I don't know Landon Quinones. He could be a nice guy for all I know. It's just
he seems like he'll be tough,
in my opinion.
Yeah, I've got a funny feeling Quinones makes it kind of close because he's not actually bad. That's the thing. When he was on top, I was like, the guys on top and McGregor got to do well. It'll be Hammond and it'll be Quinones that'll do well for his team. Obviously, it didn't go to plan, but like he's actually kind of good. Like he made a close fight out of Muhammad Naimov, who was the guy that just beat Malarkey short notice. Like he's kind of solid, but I don't know. I can't pick him to win. You know what I mean? I've got to pick Nasrat because he's just proven himself. He's been in the UFC for a good while now. And he's pretty fucking alright. I mean, it wasn't close, but it could decently compete with Dan Hooker.
Quinones is a striker, yeah?
Yeah. No, he had that grappling match on that fucking Titan FC card that Dean Barry was on. I remember watching that. It was like 4 a.m. here, and I was absolutely fucking finished. I was watching that thinking, that's his career finished. I didn't even know. The only thing I know on that card was Dean Barry, and I just watched it with my mate. Well, just fucking absolutely finished watching this Titan FC card. And he came up, I was like, oh, fucking hell, his career went the downfall. I mean, he's in this fucking random grappling match on Titan FC in the prelims or some shit. But now he's in the fucking UFC in a pay-per-view, so they play him. The only thing I remember about Quinones on Tough is on Tough they do little home videos and that. Quinones lives in this little fucking like bungalow with his mates, and the fucking fridge was like leaking brown liquid. It was fucking disgusting. Fucking living in a fucking pigsty, mate. It was absolutely horrid. So hopefully he can get a fucking UFC fucking paycheck and get a fucking cleaner or something, because he was living in a fucking stinky gaff by the looks of it.
I was gonna say every time you mention Titan FC, I just picture that fucking 5-second highlight.
I seen it again today. I seen it on Instagram. It was a repost. Dean Barry.
He's fucking proud of that 5-second highlight, man.
I know. He's so happy he got the trip. He's like, I've always wanted this. People's like, aye, but he actually lost like so easily.
I can't believe the music literally goes for 5 seconds. Why the fuck would you post that? If I was a fighter and I fucking had a fight like that, I just wouldn't even post it, man. Like,
yeah, just the little fucking.
Is it fucking nothing?
Well, at least they got his fucking. But Dean Barry's been like, I don't want to get into this whole thing, but Dean Barry's been like exiled from like Irish MMA basically. He's just known for being like a diva apparently in the gym, and he just doesn't even show up to train sometimes, is what people say.
Well, he's fucking retired now, but he's gonna come back. I don't think he's gonna stay retired. He'll fight.
Yeah.
We'll see Dean Barry pop up somewhere.
Yeah, he's probably a fucking misfits undercard or something like that against Ben Davis.
Or we get fucking Dean Barry versus Sam Alvey in Karate Combat.
Let's not fucking get started on Sam Alvey's Karate Combat debut.
I
talk about it
can't.
for too long.
Out of all the promotions, I would have pictured
He
Sam
doesn't
Alvey.
fucking throw kicks. Like, what the fuck is this shit? Like, Sam Alvey doesn't kick.
He's literally a pullback counter fucking boxer. Like all he has is a pullback, but he never fucking gets it because that's literally all he has. It's what he called Marcin fucking Prachnio with, but it's literally all he has. That KO is the funniest fucking KO. He literally walks with his fucking hands down and just gets fucking clipped. It's like he wasn't even surprised. It's like, what the fuck do you expect to happen, mate?
That's just the same man who got sparked by Sam Alvey and Mike Rodriguez is the same man who outstruck Khalil Roundtree for 3 rounds. That is just light heavyweight at its finest. Just makes sense. Do you know what I mean?
If anyone ever tells you something's impossible in life, you need to just go watch the UFC and fucking say that, man. Like, UFC proves that nothing is impossible in life.
100%. Yeah. To circle back round, I thought Nasrat Haqparast beating Landon. Can you be honest?
Yeah, I got Nasrat by 30-27.
Yeah, I think Quinones might make it actually kind of close. I could see that happening, but I've still got Nasrat.
And then we're moving up the card. What fight's next?
Jamie Mullarkey and there you go. The Bull, John McDessie.
Jamie Mullarkey's coming for revenge for his coach Ross Pearson here.
Yeah, true. But is there a reason why Mullarkey, like, there's a couple, I think against like the Jalen Turner fight, Mullarkey only has Ross Pearson in his corner. Is his only corner was just Ross Pearson, just him by himself? It's weird.
I don't know why. It's so weird to picture. Like, I know that it's his corner and everything, and they've been training together for years. But it's so weird to picture Jamie Mullarkey just like chatting with Ross Pearson. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I just can't imagine I just can't picture what the fuck they talk about, man.
They kind of look a bit related, you know. You could see them kind of being like a fucking long lost, some sort of relationship. They're similar kind of face in a way. You look at them.
I don't know.
The kind of way the kind of the eyebrow ridge, something about that.
Oh yeah, maybe. But Jamie Mullarkey's like face is shaped very differently, I reckon.
Yeah, the more kind of way the eyebrows curling a little bit. Same as me like Giannis Gamoni had fucking Faraz Yam's corner. They kind of look a bit related with the hairline as well.
Yeah, I can see that one. But I think Jamie Mullarkey gets revenge for his coach Ross Pearson. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd have to say so as well. Medesi's fucking old as fuck. Yeah, I think he's like 30. I think he's 30 or something. Like, I don't know. And that fucking fight against Nasrat was it was a terrible performance. I mean, he just looked fucking so slow in that fight. And I mean, if he did beat Jesus Pinedo, so maybe he's really secretly great. But I've got Mullarkey's consistent enough to where I think he can beat fucking McDessie by decision.
Yeah, as long as he doesn't move forward with his hands down and just leave his chin out like he did against Naimov. The thing about that Muhammad Naimov fight is he literally looked his career best before he got fucking clipped. Like, he was literally looking great. He was mixing up body shots. His wrestling was fucking looking good. And that Prado wins aging pretty well because Prado just went out there and fucking KO'd him. Yeah, Mullarkey's had in his top 6 in the future. So, you know, and Azayatar's making the top 6 soon, so wins pretty well.
Along with Garam and Demiris Magilov, of course. But I mean, Mullarkey's technically very good, like, and if you give him a chance to walk you down, he's got to beat the fuck out of you. Like the Devontae Smith fight, he just could not get respect, and he just walked down Devontae Smith and just pieced him up badly. So yeah, I've got Mullarkey by like 30-27, probably drops him at one point as well.
Yeah, I think so too. He's looking a lot more well-rounded lately. The way he's mixing in body shots now, and I reckon most times out of 10 he beats Naimov, but the way he moved in, he had his I don't know. It was just I don't know what the fuck he was even going for. I don't know if he was going for a takedown or a hook, but he literally just left his fucking hands down and he just got clipped. But it is what it is.
Yeah, and he got Naimov in short notice as well, so maybe he didn't really know what he was going against. Didn't really know what kind of style he was going to get as well. Yeah,
but he was looking real good in that fight, and I don't think McDessie has the power to do what Naimov did there. But also, have you seen McDessie's like fight against Cowboy?
Yes, where he gets fucking head kicked and just walks away because he's kind of blind by it.
He goes to like fucking go for a timeout because he's got his jaw broken.
Yeah. Yeah. That was the era where just Cowboy was just head kicking every cunt. Like Matt Brown was getting done in Story and Jim Miller, everyone was getting fucking pieced up by the head.
Yeah, I don't know. People underrate Cowboy. Cowboy actually was on like crazy runs at some point.
Yeah, Cowboy was on a fucking win streak where he'd beat like Ben Stenderson and Eddie Alvarez and shit. He was on like a 9-fight win streak at fucking lightweight. Time Cowboy was a legit fucking great fucking technical striker.
I know, it's sad that he ended up losing to Alex Morono.
It's incredibly sad that he lost to Alex Morono, yeah. Cowboy's my all-time fucking favourite, man. That was a It's getting sad the length of the career.
Cowboy Cerrone was literally my first favorite fighter in the UFC. He got me into the sport.
It was that era of lightweight was. Obviously, I started watching way after that, but that was the era of lightweight. Like him, Pettis, and Ben Stenderson were the guys I fucking liked. Going back to rewatch.
I'll always argue that fucking Cowboy got robbed against Pettis in that rematch. There's no way Pettis won that.
Yeah, I kind of think I've always like kind of beat Robbie Lawler as well. To be honest, I've watched it a couple of times. I kind of feel he's won that fight. I never see that get brought up that much though.
Yeah, I've seen people say that Cowboy should have won that. I think
it's like a clear 2-1 last I remembered watching it. I think Lawler wins the last, but I swear Cowboy wins 2 rounds pretty fucking fairly. But
Robbie won the first because he was clinching him up and like uppercutting him. Sort of, he did the same thing Eddie Alvarez did in the first round because Cowboy starts a bit slow.
Yeah,
it was just clinching it was just like hockey punches pretty much. Had him by the fucking collar pretty much, just uppercutting him. But yeah, Cowboy. I feel bad for Cowboy. There was a few decisions that should have went his way that didn't. But
yeah, I could be the Pettis rematch as well, but that's what it is. I've accepted that.
But yeah, moving on. So yeah, I got Jamie Mullarkey probably just by decision. I reckon he's going to put on a bit of a performance, and then a lot of people will be hyping him up again, probably.
Agreed.
And then probably, I don't know, he gets chinned by Jordan Levitt his next fight.
Yeah. Mullarkey.
No, I love Jamie Mullarkey. I worry about his defense sometimes, but I don't think McDessie really has the power here to go out there and chin him. So I reckon Mullarkey gets this one done.
Same decision I've got quite clear.
Yeah. And then, is it Carlos Ulberg next? Oh, no, it's Jack Jenkins versus Shepe Mariscal.
That is indeed. It is Mr. Claire Guthrie, Shepe Mariscal. Which, I mean, she ain't amazing or anything, but I had to guess that if your girlfriend's like an active fighter, at least has like some sort of advantage. Like you've always got something to train with, I guess, at home. Same thing with like if your brother's a fighter as well, it's got some sort of advantage. But yeah, I don't think that's going to save
girlfriend.
Claire Guthrie, the girl with red hair that was on Tough. She lost to Joanna Miller. She fought on that fucking UFL card thing. Got like her knee blown.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't think it's going to save him from Jack Jenkins here. I think like Mariscal's fucking like he's actually not bad at all. Like his only losses are like good losses, but he's just tough, and I don't think that's good enough. Like you probably could not get outside the rankings. You cannot get more polar opposite strikers than Trevor Peek and Jack Jenkins. I mean, Trevor Peek's just like the fucking. I love Trevor Peek, by the way. Not like Trevor Peek's fucking awesome, man. I love that guy. Trevor Peek. None respect, man. Great fucking story, great fucking fun fighter. Not respect from, but Jack Jenkins is a legit like fucking pick your shots perfectly, fucking technical striker, and Peek is just like the UFC 4 spam the fucking moveset that you've got in him. I think Jenkins might just piece him up, to be honest.
Me and Jenkins did have a conversation about how this is definitely going to be a much different fight for Shepe Mariscal. We talked about how Trevor Peek is throws fucking standing like hammer fist.
It'd be so funny if Jenkins gets him hurt and finishes him with a fucking back fist or something. I just a fucking straight back fist just to fucking get revenge for Peek.
But yeah, I really like this fight for Jack Jenkins. I think Jamal, honestly, I'm not even like fucking joking. I think Jamal Emmers is like quite literally one of Jack Jenkins' worst matchups on paper, and he got the victory there. I know it was a bit controversial, but still, he made it really close with Jamal Emmers, and Jamal Emmers is like super underrated. Like I think Jamal Emmers is like literally top 15 level.
Jamal Emmers outstruck Giga Chikadze to a decision. Like he is solid, and he beat. Well, we don't really know how good Askibov really is, but he still beat him like pretty clearly. So we'll see how he looks going. I think he's fighting someone. I can't remember who he's fighting though. He's fighting someone on the October card. Someone. But we'll see how he looks going forward. But Jamal Emmers, we know that he's fucking solid.
Yeah, Askibov's fighting Pineda.
That was I know some American featherweight, but yeah, we'll see how he looks there because I think it's quite decent as well, to be honest. But yeah, Emmers is fucking solid. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if Emmers could go in there and make it close like Sadiq Youssef and shit. So even with the controversial decision, it was still it's not the worst Robbie I've ever seen. Like, there is the argument for Jenkins. It's not impossible for me to win that. I've got Jenkins by later in TKO, or just like 30-26, just beats him up quite badly. Just worse as the fight goes on, as well, to be honest.
Yeah, and like he said that Emmers on paper is like a horrible matchup for him because he's got a much longer reach. Yeah. He's a boxer, boxing heavy. It's just it was a bad matchup for him, and he still went out there and won. Made it, and if you don't think he won, he still went out there and made it competitive with Jamal Emmers. And I don't think that Chipe Mariscal is a bad matchup for Jack Jenkins. I think this is actually a really good matchup for him. They've got a similar reach. He's a lot shorter. Jack Jenkins does a lot better against shorter fighters. I think he's actually going to fight this fight very boxing heavy. I think he's just going to beat him up a little bit in the pocket.
Yeah, I can see that, just short selection, going to the body and going up top. Mariscal was getting clipped a lot by Trevor Peake as well, so maybe he used a lot of his toughness points there, we can see. Yeah, I've got and Jenkins can wrestle as well, and he can dig to the legs as well quite well. That's one of the first things I've seen about him was the calf kick. So yeah, I can see quite a clear path depicted for him.
And also Mariscal's tough, but have you seen that KO loss that he had to what's that guy? What's the Brazilian? Brito.
I didn't know who did Steve Garcia chin someone anyway. Yeah, I have seen him get chinned by and was it LFA or RFA or some shit like that?
Yeah,
I know what I'm talking about. Yeah, I have seen that.
One of the worst KOs, like brutal KO.
I know what you're talking about. And he's taking a lot of damage as well because he's got that. He kind of has to get hit to hit you back as well. So I could see that cost him a little bit here.
Yeah, Jenkins has a pretty good chin. Like he's got good defense, but I've never seen him like properly rocked before. Touch wood.
So. Well, yeah, that's it. Mariscal by fucking head kick now, but no, I've got
Jenkins. But yeah, I like this fight for Jenkins, and hopefully he gets a step up or something after this fight, like because he's 29 years old, so he's been very active though, which I like. So
maybe get like Philly or something like that. Get Philly or maybe like the winner of fucking Jordan Ramos or something like that.
Yeah, I'd love to see him versus Jordan. That'd be such a fun fight, like the striking and everything.
Mm-hmm. And after that, it's Ulberg and Darwin Young prelim main event.
Yeah, I got Ulberg by KO.
Yeah, I don't know. Fucking hell, man. Yeah, I've got Ulberg by first round like hook as well. But
speaking of fucking when are people getting step ups, Carlos Ulberg is like, I don't know what is with the Carlos Ulberg match, man.
I don't. Yeah, it should be in the rankings at this point. Like it should be 15, looking to fight someone like Manifield or something. But I don't know. Darwin Young's my boy, man. But I don't. The third loss in a row. He loses this one. It's one of them things where the way Ulberg's careers went, this might be the one where he gets chinned again and just gets set back. Because Darwin Young does have power, and for a light heavyweight, he's kind of technically decent on the feet, but I don't know, man. I could see Ulberg clipping him with something here. And Ulberg's a fucking big guy for the division as well, so it pains me to say it. I think Darwin's getting clipped in the first round and TKO'd.
This does feel like the type of fight where fucking Ulberg is going to get chinned, just because nobody's picking Darwin Young and it's light heavyweights.
Apparently, they changed his name. They changed his name for his entire UFC career. He was Daun Jung. Then for his last fight, he was Dawoon. So he went from Daun to Darwin. And on the walkout, it said they just spelt his name wrong his entire career, and he had to correct them on it. Like, how the fuck does he went? It was like in the UFC for like 6 fights before that. How did they not get his name correctly? Did he not go up to him and go, by the way, that's just not my fucking name? I mean, but apparently it's Darwin Young now, so apparently they've corrected it, so fair enough.
But yeah, I reckon the leg kicks are going to be fucking money for Ulberg this fight. Honestly, I think this fight's going to look like maybe not the exact same, but it's going to look like a Garn versus Spivak from Wish a little bit. Obviously, Darwin Young's got a bit better striking than Spivak, but I think the movement here is just going to be too much for Darwin Young.
I can maybe struggle with the physicality a bit because Darwin Young's a fucking massive light heavyweight. Like, he's a fucking big guy for a weight class. Maybe Ulberg get a little bit struck by him a little bit and can I take a step back because he's been fighting fucking Sharan and Chukwi, who are the fucking smallest guys in the weight class basically. But yeah, I've got Ulberg. Safe pick, but I hope I'm wrong. I'm not against Ulberg, but I would just like to see Dan Young win the bonus, but I don't think that's what happened.
Yeah, nah, I get you. I think fucking, like, honestly, I think Ulberg could be like top 5 level. Like, it's weird that Kennedy fight, but I think he matured a lot after that fight. Like, I don't know, light heavyweight's a weird division, so who knows? But I think like Carlos Ulberg could beat like a Johnny Walker and a Ryan Spann.
Yeah. I think everyone beats Ryan Spann.
Hey, don't say that, man. Well, you'll have fucking Fortis MMA in the comments fucking saying you don't know anything about MMA.
Hey, guy, I fucking picked Ryan Spann to beat Johnny Walker, by the way. I want everybody to know that. I picked him a lot in his career. Not my fault. lost. Like I ain't got nothing personal against Ryan Spann, but it's just like I'd like the guys in the top 10 of the world to be like a bit technically better. Like, I don't know if that's just a hope for the sport for me, but yeah, Ulberg's kind of old as well. You think he's kind of like 32, 30. He looks younger than he is, so they should fucking hurry up and give him a fucking ranked opponent rather than have him fight every unranked light heavyweight. Like, it makes no sense what they're doing this to him. He's the one guy who you would try to rush because of his age, but anyway, I've got him by first round KO. That's what it is.
And he's marketable too. Like he literally was like the Bachelor in New Zealand, or got offered to be the Bachelor in New Zealand.
Yeah, never seen that. Yeah,
fucking. It's fucking unfair. He shouldn't be that tall. He shouldn't be that fucking handsome. It's fucking unfair. And he's able to fucking fight. It's like he better have a fucking micro cocker. He's getting fucking. I don't know. Somebody's putting a bounty on his head. Because I don't know. It's unfair.
something got to be real about him. Something hidden about Ulberg that we don't know yet. Some weird like fetish or something.
He's got premature ejaculation or something like that.
He just can't get. He's got a throbber, man, but he just can't get it up. It's the thing about Ulberg.
Yeah, he's got erectile dysfunction.
Yeah, that's the thumbnail, really.
Oh my god, it's
Ulberg looking at a fucking bunch of pills.
Oh my god, no, you saw it. It's like fucking John Jones hiding fucking under his bed or some shit. Like he's tainted his fucking dick pills or something like that. I don't know.
I've got Carlos Ulberg. Anyway, to the main card. Moving on swiftly from that, but yeah.
So Tyson Prager. Oh my god, Tyson. I almost called him Tyson.
Tyson Pedo.
I almost called him Tyson Pedo. I mean, so Tyson Pedro. Sorry, is fighting Anton
Turkalj, yeah. I'm actually going to pick Turkalj here. You know, I know everyone's picking Pedro. MMA Guru said this is like lock of the card. I'm actually picking Turkalj. Like Pedro's okay, but I think Turkalj might be like just like kind of like half guard camp him. Like this to me, this is going to look like a Bellator main card. This one, this is a Bellator main card fight here. I think Turkalj's got like half guard camp him, and maybe Pedro fucking blows his knee again because I don't know if I'm convinced that Pedro's back by beating Hunsucker and who else did they beat? Fucking Ike Villanueva and Hunsucker are genuinely the two worst guys on the roster. That's not a hyperbole. They are the two worst fighters on the roster when they fought him.
I do agree with that.
I know people going to bring up the Roundtree and Craig fights. Yes or no? Paul Craig and Roundtree are two of the clearest improvements from that fight of anyone on the roster. Think about them in that time in their career. That's when Paul Craig was getting fucking beat by everybody. Roundtree was fucking losing to August H by decision. That was 2016, 2017. Paul Craig and Roundtree are very different than when they were getting beat by Pedro. And that's when Paul Craig only knew jiu-jitsu and Roundtree only knew striking. Those two did know fuck all better than me as a whole back then. And in between then, it's like Latifi lost and beat Safarov. Well done, I fucking beat Safarov in an MMA fight. And he lost to OSP, who was beaten, head kicked him, and then got subbed, and then Shogun, he was beaten, but blew his fucking knee out. It's just it's a tough career, and he lost to Bukowskis as well on short notice, so had to fucking fly all the way to Australia for England. I don't know if I'm sold on Pedro, to be honest. I'm actually going to go Turkalj. I don't think Turkalj's any good, to be honest, but I could see him just being a bit kind of strong, and I think he might be in the sauce as well. So I think Turkalj might just...
He's a tough cunt.
He is. I could see him getting like a body lock takedown on him and just keep him down.
Each other like 6 times. So sorry about that.
Yeah, no, that's the fucking thing with these fucking digital calls, man. They don't know when they fucking scope this conversation. But yeah, I could see him getting like body lock takedowns and shit and just keep them there for the rest of the round. Pedro's quite marketable because he's got fucking cool tattoos and shit. He's a cool looking fighter. Pedro is a custom character looking. But yeah, I've got Turkalj by decision.
He's a cool guy as well. He's a cool personality.
Yeah. I'm going nothing against Pedro. It's just just how I feel about the fight.
Yeah, no, that's all good. So I'm picking Tyson Pedro, but I feel like the thing about that though is we don't really know how good Tyson Pedro is past the first round. Every single fight he's lost that left the first round, which is a worrying thing against someone like Anton, because Anton is fucking tough. Like he gave
Petrino.
Yeah, Petrino a fucking tough ass fight. Like I don't know. I wasn't paying full attention, but at one point I thought fucking Anton like won, but then they read out 30-27, so I guess I wasn't paying enough attention. But yeah,
he's technically quite shit in the feet, Turkalj, but he is tough and he can take punches. But
and he's got a granite chin. He has a great chin. I'll give him that.
Yeah,
he does not look like someone who should have a granite chin. Like
because he's the fucking pleasure man. He's got kind of like that kind of feminine kind of look to him. But yeah. It looks a bit like, Prince Charming for Shrek. It looks a bit like him. for the fucking animated Shrek movie. It looks a bit like him.
It's the funny thing is he said that he got into martial arts because he was stealing everyone's girlfriends. It's like, what, were you gonna fucking half guard them to death? Like fucking you don't have a destructive fight style. Like surely you should have went and done kickboxing. Like, you can't if you're stealing a bunch of girls like if you're stealing a bunch of guys different girlfriends, like you can't half guard fucking simulate them all. Like surely they could just kick your head in when you half guard their friend or something.
Yeah, true. But yeah, I'm going Turkey Ali by. Like, I think Pedro might beat him in the first round, just keep him to the body and shit. But then I think Pedro will slowly kind of fade, and Turkey Ali might get like a 29-28. That's what I'm going for.
Yeah, I'm still going to go with Tyson Pedro though, because even though he didn't look that good against Modescus, he had gastro and he was sick. And I don't think Tyson Pedro is the type of guy to lie about something like that. He definitely fucking didn't look like himself. Even in the first
I don't know. So if that's the case, then fair play. But yeah,
I think Tyson Pedro is going to probably reverse. I think Anton might take him down, but I think he's going to reverse him and get a Kimura probably. He's got really good reversal submissions.
Fair.
But I'm not counting out Anton here. I think he's a tough fighter. I feel bad if he loses this because he's going to get cut. But he's like, he literally got fucking Almeida for his debut.
I don't know if he'll get cut. It's light heavyweight. They'll keep people around for light heavyweight, I think. They kept around Villanueva long enough. I think they'll keep around Pedro.
Actually, that is true. They kept Praknia around, and he lost like 4 fights or some shit. And then they were going to feed him to Khalil Roundtree, but he fucking flipped the script. So
yeah, they were going to get during the pandemic, though. But yeah, anyway, you've got Pedro, I've got Turkey Ali, and then after that it is one of the best rematches in the history of the sport. I think it's safe to say.
Oh yeah, the rematch we all were waiting for.
Mm-hmm. I loved. Have you seen MMA Guru's taking this fight?
Yeah, he's going for Austin Lane.
Yeah, he said that Austin Lane's like he said he believes in Austin Lane. He's 35. He's fucking old as shit.
He's 35 and quite chinny.
And he said that Lane was doing really good in the first fight. The fight lasted 30 seconds.
I know.
That's not a joke. It lasted 30 seconds. Literally 30 seconds.
Like when I was watching him on live when he was talking about it, like before he made his official pick, and he was saying, "I rewatched that fight, and Austin Lane was doing pretty good." Like, what the fuck do you mean, man? It was 30 seconds. Like,
and he took body kicks.
He was out the fights for a little bit before he goes in there and instantly KOs you. Like,
and his argument was that he lost to Greg Hardy, but that was a while ago. And then he said, oh yeah, and he beat Juan Adams, which was actually kind of good. But like Juan Adams is shit, and Tafa also beat Juan Adams by KO before he did. Now, I've got Tafa, by the way. I don't know if I made it clear. I've got Justin Tafa. I think he's got Chinham, fucking Squidward, by the way. Austin Lane. I think he's a bit too big for his own good. I think Tafa might catch him, but yeah, I don't know. I'm not convinced that Austin Lane's the future heavyweight. To be honest, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
Also, with that Juan Adams fight, I'm pretty sure fucking Juan Adams was fucking beating Austin Lane, and then he got a comeback. I think I remember. I never watched the fight, but I think I seen someone tweet that when the fight was happening. So,
and he said that the Greg Hardy fight was a while ago, but like Greg Hardy was like had like 2 MMA fights at that point. And that's when he was like still like learning how to fight properly. It was like his 3rd fight, and he fought Austin Lane and chinned him brutally. I don't know. I'm picking Tafa by KO.
I think he's just picking Austin Lane, so he has like an underdog. If he wins, he can say that he was right. But
fair, yeah. I've got Tafa Gang riding momentum after destroying the Porter family name. I'm going Tafa Gang here. KO.
Oh yeah, Junior Tough reverse fucking Austin Lane to be rebooked after this fight for sure.
100%, yeah.
That is the funniest matchmaking ever that they gave Parker Porter both the Tougher brothers in the same year. Like, what the fuck were the matchmakers even thinking?
They didn't do the best job promoting it. Like the little prefix thing they did, it's like and message where he's fucking from Connecticut. Connecticut's Parker Porter. Yeah, we lost to Justin earlier in this year, so it's like that's not hyping up the fight. That's just telling you that he's fucking already lost this guy's brother and he's got to lose again.
I'm pretty sure Junior Tougher and Waldo Cortez Acosta are like pushing to fight each other because they were already booked against each other. They keep the pizza in the lobby. Weirdly enough.
Wait, say that again. Last bit.
They Cortez Acosta and Junior Tougher shared a pizza in the lobby after the weigh-ins.
Because they were on the same card, and they were meant to fight in February. Oh, that's cool.
They had beef a little bit before when it got cancelled, but I guess they're cool now. But Yeah, that'd be a cool fight. I reckon Tuffa would win that.
Yeah, Taffa with the Waldo Cortez Acosta's fucking absolutely no idea what Czech Africa is apparently. So I like Cortez Acosta is my guy though. I've liked him since he fought Peterson. I was fucking the funniest. That KO against Bresky was so fucking funny. That was the funniest KO ever.
They were literally back of the head. He literally king hit him in the back of the head. Like that was like fucking full wind up to the back of the fucking cortex. Like fucking.
Yeah. People talk about Gann's back of the head shots with really just punch like Junior Dos Santos. Like he's a legend, but shut the fuck up, man. He was throwing an elbow and you turned your fucking head. About that too. You turned your head and got hit in the back of the head. That's not his fault. You were getting elbowed either way. You fucking chose to take it to the back of the head. Like, that's your fault, man. But
after the Tuivasa fight, Junior Dos Santos put a tweet out. See that Gann is dirty. Look what he did here. It's like, out of all the people, why is your hate? Like Junior Dos Santos is such a nice guy, but he has like a deep hatred for Cyril Gann of all people.
Yeah, it's like this nicest fucking guys. But anyway, yeah.
But yeah, I got Justin Tuffa here too. I think Austin Lane has a bit of a shaky chin, like
bit of a fucking shaky nose as well, man. Fucking the Bilal Muhammad Squidward look on screen.
I was about to say I've seen people calling him heavyweight fucking Bilal Muhammad.
I mean, it's not never like the comparison that you want, but he's been dealt them cards, so it's fair enough.
Fucking massive guy though, like he's fucking massive.
He's a big guy, yeah. But I think I could play against. I think that might make it easier for Taffa. Reach over and catch him.
Yeah, this is probably going to look like Justin Tuffa's Stefan Struve Mark Hunt fight.
Yeah, yeah, true. I guess the similarities with Hunt and Taffa, but looks wise, there's not a lot different you can get in fucking Struve and Austin Lane. Like complete opposite looking human beings, basically. But yeah, I see what you mean.
Height wise, I mean though.
I know what you meant. It's just funny, just thinking people like that.
And then we got Manel Kape versus Felipe Dos Santos.
Yeah, you've got to pick in Manel Kape. Dos Santos is all right. Like there's worse the replacements you can get. He's undefeated, but yeah, I've believed in Kape since his debut, and I can't pick him to lose to Felipe Dos Santos.
Yeah, I got Kape as well, but you know, Felipe Dos Santos has that shoot box mindset, very aggressive. So maybe he'll just somehow break him moving forward, but I doubt it. I reckon Kape gets him. I love the shoot box fight style so much.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, 100%. I mean, someone just who was it? Marco Tulio, who was on the Contender Series. He's a shoot box guy, I think.
Yeah.
And he didn't get signed though, unfortunately, which is a bit random.
Yeah, he got fucked over there. They were just salty that he beat Yuzeri Bulgarari. Like he fucking beat up a glory kickboxer on the feet. Like surely you'd sign him, but.
Yeah, I don't know. That's
probably
logic.
Yeah, Tulio will probably go on a fucking run on the Brazilian regional scene, and then he'll be a monster when he gets signed to the UFC. Or we're going to be watching Contender Series tomorrow, and they're going to announce also a former Dana White and the Contender Series alum has been signed to a short notice fight.
Yeah,
it'll be him with like fucking Phil Hawes or some shit.
Yeah, definitely fucking Phil Hawes. He cannot catch up with the poor guy, but yeah, I've got Kape. Do you know what? I'll say decision. I think Dos Santos is tough. Shootbox guys are tough. I think he'll get a decision, but I think the Kape will clearly beat him though.
Yeah, they're definitely tough, but yeah, I think Kape gets this one done.
Mm-hmm. And then it's the co-main event, heavyweights.
Yeah. So I'm finally picking against an Australian here, but I'm going with Alexandra fucking Drago Volkov. I reckon he's gonna just teep kick his way to victory here.
Yeah, this is what I said literally when the fight got made. I said Volkov teep kick TKO at the body. I like Tuivasa and hope he wins, but he's been taking a lot of damage recently. Like the Lewis fight, people forget the Lewis fight. He was getting fucking beat up in that fight. He was taking some concussive shots. He's fucking looks like cage there, head there, Lewis fist just fucking dinking him against the cage. And he survived it, but he survived, but at what cost? Do you know what I mean? Because in the Gann fight, he took a lot of damage to the body, a lot of fucking trauma. Pavlich fight, like same thing. Took some time off to plate him, but I could see Volkov. And Volkov's got hands as well, man. People forget Volkov's got pretty good boxing for heavyweight, so Volkov's in a good form right now. Really good Swolkov, as he's been called since he.
I was about to say he's Swolkov as well. I think this fight, honestly, I think this fight's going to look like a combination of the Pavlovich and Gann fights. I think he's got the technicality of Gann, but he's also got power. I'm not saying he has Pavlovich power, but he's got a lot more power than Cyril Gann does. Yeah,
The most
I
pop,
think
yeah.
you definitely think this is just a bad matchup for Tai Tuivasa.
And something Volkov kind of does, something that you don't see at heavyweight a lot. Do you remember like the Overeem fight when he'd hurt Overeem and kind of just grab his wrist and kind of just, I thought it was kind of cool. It would hurt Overeem and Overeem would shelp and he would just grab Overeem's wrist and just pull him down, hit body shot him and shit. It's quite technical for heavyweight. I thought it was good. And then it was like going like it with Rosenstruck and shit, keeping his league leg bouncing and shit. It's quite good for a heavyweight technique line. I feel like he's kind of getting better almost, Volkov.
Yeah,
So
no,
yeah,
definitely. He's looking his career best, and just makes you wonder how good is Tom Aspinall.
yeah, well, that seems to happen every time fucking Gan fights somebody. It's like how good Aspinall just beats him easier. Like Aspinall just seems to have it all put together at heavyweight unless he fucking blows his knee out, which is unfortunate. But yeah, as hard as it is to say, I've got Volkov by. Look, this is the fight that like takes the air out of the crowd. Basically, the crowd's got to just go, oh, and just fucking kind of sulk in the seats a little bit for this one.
And then they have to watch Sean Strickland fucking jab KO his way to victory against.
Yeah. So we've both got Volkov, yeah, by TKO.
Yeah, I got Volkov here, but I'm not counting out Tuivasa. I've picked Tuivasa against Derek Lewis. I also picked him against Garn, but
yeah, I haven't picked Tuivasa a lot. You know, I think the last time I picked Tuivasa would have been fucking Augusto Sakai. I picked him to lose to Lewis and Gan and Pavlich and shit. So.
When he beat Lewis, I was like, I'm a genius because I was like, literally nobody was giving fucking Tuivasa a chance against Derek Lewis.
But I was picking Lewis by fucking KO as well. I thought he was going to stop him. And he was doing well early and he was getting, and then Lewis was fucking breaking out these fucking D1 chops there, getting takedowns and shit, but then a fucking elbow
with that chin. But yeah, that chin now is he's taken so much fucking damage. Like
it really is. Carry on.
Yeah, I was just going to say that Pavlovich fight, he took so much damage in such a short amount of time. It was insane.
They cut to him, the fight was like a minute long, it just cuts to Tuivasa, like he's been a fucking 5-round of war, just every part of his face is just gushing blood. It was fucking horrific. But like, he is the new Mark Cunt in a sense. Like, he had that crazy run of KOs, but like he's kind of going down the same path of Mark Cunt when he's taking a bit too much damage to stick around the heavyweight. It's like, do you remember when Adesanya did his reaction to Pavlich Tuivasa and he thought Pavlich was a wrestler? And he just went across the cage, just domed him. It's like, oh, he can take, and he sat him in the jab. He's like, oh no. Oh, it's fuck. Because a lot of people thought that was the fight that people really found out about Pavlich. The Lewis fight, obviously, of course, before that. Then people talked about the stoppages where the Lewis fight, but people kind of thought Pavlich was still a wrestler because of the name. They didn't really know who he was. They thought, Pavlich Russian. He's got to try to date to Tuivasa to get chinned. Pavlich said, fuck that. I'm going to Pavlich this cunt.
Yeah, Pavlovich is... like you say, Tuivasa literally looked like he went like through fucking Mark Hunt versus Bigfoot Silver. It was like 50 seconds. Like, it was under a minute. And that's the amount of damage Pavlovich done. Like, I don't know.
That's the fight where they showed Pavlich. People forget Tuivasa planted his feet and fucking dinked Pavlich with a right hand, and Pavlich just fucking ate it and just kept walking forward. That's the fight where I was like, oh, Pavlich's got a chin, you know, he's actually quite fucking tough.
Yeah, I know.
He's a big shot.
Pavlich is just a fucking monster and a half.
Mm.
But
I love that. You know the video that they always got about for Tuivasa with the fucking guy that comes on his like Instagram live with a fucking Indian guy and he just starts laughing at him.
Oh yeah.
Can you say tough again? Fat tough. He just starts fucking laughing at me. It's so funny.
No, he's just laughing his ass off, and then he's like, "Assalamu alaikum" or whatever he says, and starts fucking laughing.
Fuck you! He just starts. And then the video with Tuivasa, I've pissed the bed again, bro. And he's fucking pissed his bed like wet stain on the mattress.
There's a whole video of Tuivasa just like fucking arguing with random like. You got roadmen in the UK. We have Eshays. They're like roadmen, and it's just like literally on Instagram. It's just him fucking arguing with like fucking Eshays, and they're like calling him. They're just talking shit to him like they're mates, and he's like, "Hey, fuck up, dickhead."
Do you remember when Tuivasa was fighting Ivanov in Chicago and had the embedding and he fucking stole a shopping trolley and was going about the street?
No, I didn't even see that. What the fuck?
That was, the embedded for the Ivanov fight was in Chicago and he just stole a shopping trolley and he's got about we're in Chicago! And he started doing like a fucking dish track on somebody. I think a fucking rap battle with this girl in the street. It was so fucking funny, man. I hope Tuivasa wins, but yeah, I've got Volkov, sadly.
Yeah, I don't... I think he's got a chance here, but...
Yeah, so they are.
Very unlucky, but unlucky to get Volkov for his return. Like, surely Chris Dawkins could have went up to heavyweight again, but no.
Yeah, I don't know. To be honest, you know, is he black enough, or is Dawkins got to find him?
But moving on to the main event, the future fight of the year, we have Sean Strickland versus Israel Adesanya.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know. This is a fucking. I cannot believe this fight's actually happening. You know, it's a fucking weird fight.
I can't believe there's a poster of UFC 293 Strickland versus Adesanya, and Jared Cannonier's the replacement. He's actually in Sydney. With some
hopefully
luck,
that doesn't.
Yeah, with some luck, we're gonna get fucking Adesanya versus Cannonier too.
I hope not, man. That's like 2 fights that we don't see again. Like, we do not see a repeat of either of those Cannonier fights. Let's be real, fucking hell. But I haven't got Adesanya, but I think I said 3rd round TKO and to apologise. I think he's got to be up against the cage. Strickland's got to come in. He's got to step back and fucking put him down with something. Little fucking TKO. Yeah, I don't see Strickland's chance to win this. Oh, well, no, I do. Obviously, I do because he can fucking grapple. And if he does that, he could win, but he's not going to. That's annoying that I know he's not going to do that, but I know he's not. I just know it. He's not going to try it. So, I'm picking Adesanya, as sad as it is.
Yeah, I do agree. It's fucking rough. But he did say, I did watch a video where apparently he was actually going to grapple against Alex Pereira, but he literally got chinned before. He said he was gonna shoot on him in the first 2.5 minutes, but he got chinned in 2 minutes, so he didn't.
If that's not enough, Strickland, man, like if you're going to sign him, like you can't just like parry him and like go shot for shot. It's not. You're not a fucking good striker, man. I don't get it with these MMA fighters. How the fuck did Strickland chin the Lindsay in sparring? I don't believe that happened. I refuse to believe that happened. I cannot picture that at all.
He flash KO'd him.
I cannot picture that. I refuse. I need to see video of that. I refuse to believe that happened. I cannot believe that Strickland's been... Because we've seen it happen. It happens. How does Strickland beat people in sparring with that style? I don't get it, man.
I don't know. I feel like Sean Strickland in sparring just has like fucking granite, hands of fucking steel in sparring or something. And then maybe he's just his hands are so withered and fucking damaged by the time he fights. He has to like put like 10% into his punches.
You know, I honestly random. You know, I picked Jack Marshall to beat Strickland when he's come back.
Really?
Because I was like, the motorcycle damage might be enough. Marshall's tough, and then so we've seen how that went. The careers just went fucking opposite direction.
Where the fuck is Jack Marshall? Is he still in the UFC?
I think he's. I genuinely think he's still signed. I don't think he's been released. I've paid attention to that. I think Marshall still might be signed. You know, I really do think he is, and he's just not fought since then. But I don't know. Maybe got released a long time ago and I just didn't see it, but I don't think he is released. I think he's still in the UFC.
You know, after Alex Pereira beat Andre Michailidis, I was trying to matchmake fucking Pereira versus Marshman.
There's no
a chin. Why don't you do him versus Pereira?
I was going to say no better chin to test against than the Welsh. Let's be real. The Samoans and the Welsh are the chins to test. Let's be real, and Mexicans as well. To be fair, but
yeah, I was pushing for Alex Pereira versus Kelvin Gastelum. I really wanted to see that fight.
That would have been quite fun, to be honest. Gastelum could have won that, actually.
Pereira, like literally, Gastelum is the type of guy to walk through fucking Alex Pereira's left hooks. But
Right, so you got Adesanya then? I'm taking that,
yeah. You know, this is a pretty competitive fight, and yeah, I'm going with Adesanya. Unfortunately, I think but I'm going by decision. I don't think he's going to finish him. I reckon this fight's going to be pretty boring.
Yeah, I think Adesanya's got to try to make a point to just. I say this, but Adesanya does this a lot, where he said like I'm going to put in a horror show against Pereira, and then just lost him. And the same thing against Cannonier, it's got to be. I'm going to show levels against Cannonier. I'm like, kind of lost a couple of rounds, made it really competitive when it didn't need to be. So, but Adesanya's saying he's got to show him levels in this one again. He's saying that kind of that whole just shit of it. I'm going to expose him. He's not in the level. So I don't know. I think he'll finish him, but I won't be surprised if he wins. Like a 4-1 final decision. But yeah, it's a bit of a dull end to the podcast. But yeah, that's kind of just how it is this fight.
Yeah, I think 49-46 Adesanya. I feel like Strickland's going to get around.
I could see it, to be honest. I hope Strickland fucking shoots him. Because like, it actually makes it interesting to fight, but I don't think so.
Can you imagine? I need to see the MMA Guru reaction though if Strickland somehow like fucking rocks Adesanya and he's against the cage and Strickland's just teeing off on him.
God, I don't know. It's not going to happen, no man. It's like, at least feel like the Pereira fight would be like, oh god, he could do it and he did it, and the second fight he could do it and he didn't do it, but he could have done it. This one, it's like, is it going to happen? Is there a chance? Like, of course, there's MMA. MMA's are always a chance. It's the one of the sports where literally fucking anything can happen. It's random as fuck.
Hey,
but
you never know.
yeah.
Maybe Kevin Jusate put a really bad beating on Adesanya. He's compromised.
Yeah, true. Maybe there's some sort of connection there. Strickland and the French come together to beat Adesanya, and just says she's a fucking inside man for CQB.
Literally, this comes out footage where like Jusate like literally KOs Adesanya before the Strickland fight.
Oh, they did as they're fucking in the hotel getting ready in fight week, just absolutely brutally killed.
Fucking hell, but yeah, I definitely got Adesanya here, but it'd be cool if Strickland won. Imagine by this time Monday we're talking about fucking Strickland versus Duplessis in Africa. Like,
the Strickland fucking media tour in Africa would be crazy. He'd visit some fucking village in Africa, wouldn't he? He'd find like the most fucking poverty-stricken village in Africa and go there and film it.
He'd literally go to like the fucking gang-run territories of fucking like Cape Town. Like, here's the thing, you guys.
I can see it. Yeah.
For the fucking warlords or some shit. Like, he'd literally go looking for them. And here's the thing, you guys. You guys are pussies. I'm a UFC. He'd go talk shit to like the fucking like the gang leaders or some shit. And
he just fucking see MMA junkie, UFC fighter Sean Strickland found decapitated in African bush.
Oh my god! UFC middleweight champion Sean Strickland. He'd be the first UFC champion to like lose his belt via fucking death.
Yeah, Jesus. If like it'd go missing after, and people would go, Strickland's not been seen. His team can't find him. It's like, what happened? Did he get kidnapped? Did he held for ransom? Did a lion get him? And then some fucking African warlord would do a fucking hostage video and it'd just be Strickland's head in a fucking pike next to him and everyone go,
oh my god, they rip Strickland's teeth. Like, here's the thing, you guys, I've been kidnapped, but I'm not scared to die. He's like, I'm not scared to die, you know.
They put him in a fucking pit with a lion. He's just sitting there and fucking trying to parry the lion shots.
Yeah, he's literally all saying, here's the thing, you guys, everybody's gonna go sometime. Like, he just doesn't give a fuck. He's like, you guys, I lived a good life.
I'm gonna go out like a fucking man. You better fucking shoot me, guys. And he just gets fucking impaled with a spear.
He's like, here's the thing, you guys. I'm gonna die a martyr. Like, I'm a martyr now, dude.
Well, what are we thinking? I feel like we've got a lot of options. What's the thumbnail for this one? What can I put together?
I was thinking maybe we do like a fucking ISIS fucking hostage take with Strickland, but I feel like that will get my fucking channel fucking eliminated off the internet. So
I thought we could do something with Strickland, do something with Carlos Solberg and like some Viagra pills or something like that. And there was one we said early. The one we said really early. I can't remember what it was. It was funny whatever it was. I can't remember what it was.
Fucking fucking Garimbo evicting fucking Blood Diamond.
Yeah, I don't know what we should go for. I don't know. They're all pretty fucking good.
Whatever one's easiest to make, I reckon, because whatever one you can make, or just whatever one looks best.
Okay, I'll have a look at it. Yeah.
But oh my god, man, fucking. I don't even know where the fuck we come up with half of this shit, man. Fucking Garimbo evicting fucking Blood Diamond.
That's what happens, man. Like, from technology being invented, like, the old world, man, you don't get Scottish people and Australian people talking to each other enough, but it's just a natural connection of absolute waffle that happens. This is what the internet's done for people. So, like, two of the most waffly fucking shit-talking people that come together, and this is what happens. This shit we get on.
Oh, no, fucking is. I remember I used to talk to this Scottish guy at fucking school, and literally we'd have the weirdest fucking conversations. This guy this guy was just a shit poster. He's changed now. He's not the same guy, but he had like he made a parody of Working Class Man, and it was called Working Class Muslim. It was very interesting. Very interesting song. I never heard it personally, but he wrote it for his class. I don't know if it got approved or not.
So you know how Ben the Bane Davis is doing the commentary and shit for like Anthony Pettis FC?
Yeah.
We should surely there's some fucking promotion out there that hire us as commentators, because I think it was so fucking funny. Some random little dinky promotion.
Surely we can commentate for Mike Jackson versus Pat Miletich.
Yes, I don't know. I feel like the bias might get this a little bit.
Just fucking Miletich is out cold on the canvas. He's in corpse guard.
He's like,
what the fuck?
stop the fight!
Bitch.
Miltic fucking jabs into the body. Stop the fight! Stop the fight! Just screaming at me.
Stop the fight! Yeah, literally fucking Mike Jackson gets like leg kick. Stop the fight! He's out cold.
The referee panics and goes, "Oh, it's over! It's over!" It's over.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
Literally fucking. Oh, did I tell? I sent that video. I had a fucking dream that Bilal Muhammad like fucking robbed Conor McGregor as the judge. Like I'm not even kidding.
I did see that. Yeah, I watched that.
Fell asleep. Fucking. Then I see fucking McGregor walking out. I'm like, oh my god, I missed the main card. Fucking Conor McGregor's fighting. He's fighting Wonderboy out of all people in a welterweight fight, and then he puts on the career performance of a lifetime. He gets knockdowns in almost every round. It was like literally like a 50-45. And two of the judges, you just hear afterwards, we have a judge's decision. Referee fucking Sal D'Amato has it 50-45 McGregor. And then it's like, Judge Chris Lee has it 48-48 or 47-47, some shit like that. And the third judge, Judge Bilal Muhammad.
Let's try to make that Wonderboy age win a bit better. Yeah.
Yeah, they're literally. And then McGregor literally fucking gets on the mic and starts, this ain't over. Fucking, it was weird. It was a weird ass dream. I don't know what the fuck my subconscious is, man.
All right, that was another absolutely incredible episode of MMA Commonwealth Connection. I was thinking finding our best work there, honestly.
Yeah, no, that was our best work. I mean, I think we went a little hard on some of the fighters.
I don't think we went too hard. I don't think we went. I think I picked people to lose, but I feel like I was decently just, I was realistic, is what I'd say. I was realistic, but I don't. That's one of the more tame episodes of anything. Let's be honest.
Oh, that was. I reckon that was definitely our best episode.
Yeah, definitely.
I reckon our funniest fucking episode. I reckon that's the most I've laughed during our episodes, and I've fucking laughed a lot.
Yeah,
I'll probably go to sleep tonight thinking about fucking Blood Diamond being evicted now. So by fucking Farimbo.
Yeah, I'll get to work on the thumbnails when we fucking go off it.
Yeah, I can't wait to see how the thumbnail turns out because yeah, fucking. There are so many fucking opportunities. The thumbnails that we're fucking coming out with are fucking amazing. Like.
I know. I remember just looking at the fucking playlist of them. It's just a complete fucking random assortment of MMA related shit. It's funny.
One day, one of our episodes is gonna go viral, and we're just gonna have so many fucking confused comments.
I hope so. I hope when I start fighting, maybe, and this becomes like half predictions, half like fight camp almost, and just it becomes like it's a bit like O'Malley's podcast. It could become a bit like that. It's talking about the fighting stuff, and it's also half predictions. I feel like that could maybe be the point where it starts getting bigger and people start finding the old episodes, and that's when the problems start to come. But we'll deal with that when it comes.
Yeah, that's when the problems come. Yeah. Fuck, did you see Sean O'Malley called MMA Joey a fat fuck?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I feel like I mean a while ago. I might think of something else.
Oh no, it was he reacted to MMA Joey reacting to his fight against Aljo, and MMA Joey's just all salty apparently, and he's look at this fat fuck.
I second that, but anyway. Well,
yeah, we're gonna make some enemies. MMA Joey, we're calling you out. Nah,
maybe. We'll see.
Nah, we'll see. We gotta get good with Lucas Tracy first. We got to get on his show, and then we call out MMA Joey. We say, let's do a video with MMA Joey, and that's when we get him. We get him off guard. So yeah, well, what's your problem with calling out the transportation of children, MMA Joey? What do you hide?
Yeah. Anyway, do you want to wrap this up?
Yeah, I guess we'll wrap it up before I make any more fucking enemies. We always gotta make enemies on this podcast. It's what we gotta do.
Every episode's a new one, so it is.
Yeah, but yeah, I think we'll wrap it up here. So yeah, thanks for watching episode 7 of the MMA Commonwealth Connection. We've got to do number 8 as soon as possible. I reckon we got to keep this train rolling, mate.
Definitely, we can do like a reaction for the Sunday call if you want.
Yeah, we could do that. All right. Well, thanks everyone for watching, and we'll catch you guys next time. Thank you.
Nice one, mate. See you later.